Here's the #1 rule for A/B testing. Test one thing at a time so you can definitively assess the impact of individual elements. It's like figuring out your favorite kind of ice cream. You don't mix all the flavors together in one Frankenstein of a cone because you wouldn't know what taste was coming from where. You try each one separately to come to the conclusion that it's vanilla. Yeah, I said it, vanilla is the best ice cream. It's versatile, you can have it with cake, you can have it with pie. It's the tide that lifts all ships. Like the video if you agree, and if you don't, I'll see you down in the comments. A/B testing is super important when it comes to launching ads, publishing landing pages, and creating any asset that's designed to prompt engagement. When done right, A/B testing is a great way to find out what works without assumptions. Before diving into the other best practices, this is usually where we'd ask you to subscribe to our video, but in the spirit of A/B testing, we're gonna save that for the end of the video and see what happens. All right, let's get into the rest of the best practices. Define what creative elements you want to test. We already said you'll want to test one thing at a time, but what should you test? Choose between buttons, text, and graphics, then try different colors, positions, sizes, contrast, subject, style, hierarchy, placement in a user flow, number of competing elements, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, whatever. You'll take one ad, let's call it the control or option A, and you'll put it against the challenger, option B. They'll be the same except for one specific detail. That's what we did here. We tested a dark background against a brighter, more dynamic background and found that option B generated far more form fills. Define your hypothesis and testing metrics. Here's how not to A/B test.
So why don't you try moving the button over there?
But why?
I don't know.
Your split test should be led by a hypothesis. Just moving a button to some random spot on a page is a shot in the dark. But placing it right after a key line of text or changing the color, these ideas hold water and are definitely worth testing. They'll also lead you to the success metrics that'll reveal the winner of the A/B test. In the button example, you'll probably be looking at things like clicks and conversions. So be prepared to disregard stats about time on page, scroll depth, and other stats that don't directly apply to your hypothesis. There's no such thing as failure. Your A/B test will likely end in one of three ways. Both options could do great, both options could fail miserably, or you'll wind up with a clear winner and a clear loser. As cheesy as it sounds though, with a proper A/B test, everyone wins because you'll always come away knowing more than you previously did. If your split test leaves you feeling the sting of defeat, it's probably because the results didn't match your hypothesis. Again, this is still a win because you saved yourself from going down the wrong path. It's good to have your gut feelings checked every now and then, and really there's no shame in being reminded that you can't be right all the time. Speaking of time, it's important to give experiments sufficient time. You might think the faster the A/B test, the faster you get your answers, and the faster you can move on with your life. In reality though, a quick split test is going to be more vulnerable to fluky engagement and misleading results. Taking the time to get 300 participants instead of 30 will give you the results that better reflect the larger population, as opposed to just a random handful of people. As the saying goes, slow and steady wins the race. Approach data-driven design with caution. Say the results of various tests point towards the idea that landing pages with fewer distractions lead to more button clicks. That doesn't mean you should turn around and launch a landing page that looks like this. Focusing too much on data-driven design can actually take away from the other things that design does. For us at Superside, we need to show off our illustrations, our motion graphics, and other design elements as proof of our own capabilities as a service provider. Our designs show the creative spirit that we and our customers both share. It strengthens that connection and our brand. These are important points that can't just be thrown out because of what an A/B test says. When considering your results, take a balanced approach. Make it a habit. Unfortunately, you'll never truly be done split testing. Just like your favorite shirt, the fit, design, and appeal won't last forever. You also can't wear it every day, no matter how good it used to look. Ad fatigue, Cycling trends and changes in your audience have the power to knock out even your biggest split testing champion. By running continuous A/B tests and constantly reassessing the placement of your buttons, the wording of your headline, and the color of your palette, you'll maintain a high-level performance even as time and trends pass you by. If you don't have the design capacity to create all the versions of something you need for a thorough split test, there's Superside. We're helping brands like Red Bull, Meta, and Shopify scale their creative resources so design never holds them back from seizing an opportunity. Visit us online to learn more and subscribe to our channel if you like the video. Thanks for watching.